my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Greater Detroit Unitarian Universalist Collective, you look fantastic. Greater Detroit Unitarian Universalist Collective, you look so full of pride. Greater Detroit Unitarian Universalist Collective, you look like you're ready to party. Greater Detroit Unitarian Universalist Collective, you look like you're ready to riot. All right, y'all, it is Pride Week. We have 4 Unitarian Universalist congregations in the house. We are worshiping in 4605 Cass Avenue. It is a good day. And after this, we are going to go downtown and let them know what it means to have a faith that is welcoming and affirming and open to every single human being, no matter who they are, what they love, what identities they hold, with all of their pain and their stories and their gifts. Everyone is welcome here, and we're going to go downtown and we're going to chant about it. So I'm going to teach you some chants that we're going to say in the parade, all right? We down? We ready? All right, and the goal is to be as loud as me. All right, the first one goes, show me what community looks like. This is what community looks like. Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
All right, and the next one is, hey, hey, ho, ho. Discrimination has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho.
Discrimination has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Discrimination has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Discrimination has got to go.
HRT, HRT, over the counter and all for free. HRT, HRT, over the counter and all for free. HRT,
HRT, over the counter and all for free.
We know what HRT is, yes? All right. It's hormone replacement therapy. Hormone replacement therapy.
T and E.
All right. Okay, maybe this one's my favorite. Ready? I'm going to yell, what's in your pants? And you yell, anger, freedom, and justice. So it's going to go, what's in your pants? Anger. What's in your pants? What's in your pants? Justice. What's in your pants? Anger. What's in your pants? Freedom. What's in your pants?
Justice.
Yes. Okay. All right. This is the punchy one. This is the punchy one. Ready? I'm going to yell, racist, sexist, anti-gay, and you all yell, Christian fascists go away. Then I'm going to say, we're the church of love, not hate, and you say, God does not discriminate. All right?
Try it a couple times.
Listen, it's the punchy one. You can say it or not. Racist, sexist, anti-gay, Christian, fascists go away. We're the church of love, not hate. God does not discriminate. Racist, sexist, anti-gay,
Christian racists go away.
We're the church of love, not hate.
God does not discriminate.
You need to say love, say love. All right, and this one's a sung one. Ready? It's call and response. So, everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go,
people want to know
people want to know
who we are.
who we are.
So we tell them,
So we tell them,
we are the UUs,
we are the
the
UUs,
mighty, mighty UUs,
Mighty, mighty.
UUs,
fighting for justice
fighting for
and
justice,
queer liberation.
for liberation.
Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go,
people want to know
people want to know
who we are.
who we are.
So we tell them,
So we tell them,
we are the UUs,
we are the UUs,
mighty, mighty UUs,
mighty, mighty UUs,
fighting for justice,
fighting for justice,
queer liberation.
queer liberation.
I believe you. Folks, it is is important that you showed up this morning. It is important because we are a community of love. We are a community that likes to sing about love. We are a community that likes to practice our love out loud as values. And it is also important because showing up here this morning is an act of rebellion against isolation and hopelessness. And what do we say?
We are rebels.
For hope.
All right, Zoom. Those of you who are here today and don't know, we yell, "We are rebels for hope" after that. So I'm going to say it one more time. It is important that you showed up this morning. Gathering together in community is an act of rebellion against isolation and hopelessness. So what do we say?
We are rebels for hope.
Amen and amen and amen. If you will join me in singing number 131, "Love Will Guide Us." Please stand in or rise in body and or spirit.
Love will guide us, peace and guide us, hope inside us, will lead the way on the road from greed to giving, love inside us through the hard night. If you cannot sing like angels, if you cannot speak before thousands, you can get from deep from in you. You can change the world with your love. Love will guide us, peace inside us, hope inside us, will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. Welcome, everyone. It is so good to see all of you gorgeous humans who showed up and showed out to radiate kindness, liberate truth, and love courageously. I'm Daniel, and my husband Roman and I, we got married here in this church 2 years ago, and we would like to welcome you to this place of love and acceptance. We are excited to welcome Northwest UU. Unitarian Universalist Church of Farmington. And Birmingham Unitarian. Unitarian Universalism is a faith that is spiritually alive, values-centered, and radically inclusive. We begin each service by kindling a flaming chalice. Those who came before us lit this flame as a beacon of welcome to those in need of a place of sanctuary and belonging. We strive to continue that legacy here today. We kindle this flame with words for pride, adapted from the Reverend Lois Van Leer, retired minister, activist, and athlete, by Reverend Karen Madrone, and spoken by members Colleen McInerney of Northwest, Mark Petrie of Farmington, and Kimmery Campbell of Birmingham. No, it needs to be hot.
Hang on.
We march, walk, wheel, dance, shimmy, and shake. Block upon block of undulating rainbows, colorful bodies, banners, signs, clothing, or lack thereof. Hands raised, hands linked, apart together, singing, shouting, chanting, silent, joyous, tearful, nervous, afraid, proud, defiant, angry, happy, delirious, tentative, ecstatic, courageous, brave, and free, the flamboyant, the ordinary, the parent, the child, the runaway, the lost, the lonely, the found, the religious and the secular, gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans, gendered, nonconforming, two-spirit, queer, questioning, our allies and our enemies, those who taunt and jeer.
Our signs speak louder than their banners of hate 10 feet tall. Straight but not narrow, proud rainbow family, I love my gay child, protect trans kids. Trans rights are human rights, side with love. One day a year, 1 out of 365, we gather and take to the streets.
Why do our congregations march? We march because we refuse to go back. For those who are invisible, for those who have been murdered, for those who are ravaged by disease, for those who are still bullied, harassed, and targets of hate crime.
Why do we march? Because some truths are not self-evident.
Because all aren't protected equally. And we love a good party.
We march, walk, wheel, dance, shimmy and shake, block upon block of undulating rainbows, colorful banners, signs, clothing or lack thereof, hands raised, hands linked, apart, together, singing, shouting, chanting, silent, joyous, tearful, nervous, afraid, proud, defiant, angry, happy, delirious, tentative, ecstatic, courageous, brave.
We march because we are proud and we are free.
May this chalice lit on Pride Sunday remind us of those who have come before to make Pride possible and challenge us to keep waving our flags high no matter what comes.
Amen.
All right, folks, this next part, I'm going to need everybody who can get on their feet to get on their feet. And I'm going to need everybody who can get in the aisles to get in the aisles. And I'm going to need everyone who can bust along singing to bust along singing, because we're going to have a dance party. We are doing Motor City Pride. Let's have a Motown dance party, y'all. Around the world, are you ready for a brand new beat? So look here, and the time is right. We're dancing in the street. They're dancing down in Chicago.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Eva.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
We would like to invite the children to come up for the story and come sit in the pews so they can see the pictures on the screen here.
We're going to have pictures on the screen, guys. Follow Meg. There we go.
Yeah, the parents can sit with their kids if they want to. Yeah, sure. I'm Eva Leventer, and I am the Director of Religious Education for Detroit and for Northwest. This is
I'm Shannon Sneidman. I am the Director of Religious Education at Birmingham Unitarian Church.
And we're going to read to you a story called Julian is a Mermaid. This is a boy named Julian, and this is his abuela. And those are some mermaids. Julian loves mermaids.
Julian likes to see himself as a mermaid, surrounded by all the colorful fish swimming around. He even imagines himself with a mermaid tail.
Vámonos, mi hijo. This is our stop. Where do you think he's going, children? Where do you think he's going? I'm so far away from you guys. Yeah.
Pool.
The pool. Okay. Anybody, any other guesses? No. Okay. Do you want to come down here? We can just. Okay. Abuela, did you see mermaids? I saw them, mi hijo. Abuela, I am also a mermaid. I'm going to take a bath. You be good. Julian has a good idea.
He looks all around the house for things to wear. But what does Abuela think about him dressing up like a mermaid? I wonder.
Is his abuela surprised? Just a little bit surprised, don't you think? Yeah. Oh, uh-oh. Come here, mi hijo. For me, abuela? For you, Julian. Where are we going? You'll see, says his abuela. Ooh, mermaids, whispers Julian. like you, mijo. Let's join them. And they do.
Mermaids of all shapes, sizes, and splendid colors.
Did you guys like the story? They're going to the parade just like you are. Some of you are. Thank you.
The kids are going to stay with us this service. So, yeah, you can go get comfortable, go back with your parents if you want to, or you can stay up here if you'd like. It's okay. My name is Pastor Eli. I am the student resident of pastoral care for Northwest and Detroit UU. And Julie asked me to do a reflection on pride. And I went, sure. And then I started to think about it, and I realized that's really difficult for me. And I, went through the 16 stages of grief of when you don't want to write about something. Because I came out as a lesbian, if you can believe it, in 2005. So, and I came out in a little village, well, it was a village, but a little town called Auburn, Michigan. It's between a bunch of other little towns, and we didn't have pride celebrations in 2005. I think Bay City has one now, which is really great, but I came out and I was like, cool, now what? What do I do? And I was in theater, so I was around a lot of gay men, which was wonderful. They took me under their wing, and we had one divey drag bar in Saginaw. And I learned a lot there, way before I should have been in bars. But it was the type of place who didn't really care. They were like, hey, you're a young queer kid. Come on in. But then that got shut down because it was a divey drag bar that didn't check ID. Yeah. And it was a few years later that a actual gay bar opened up in Saginaw. I was in college by then. I was going to Delta College. I was pretty out. I was the only one out of my friends. And we went there pretty regularly, but it was definitely one of those gay bars where most of the people who went there were straight women trying to get away from other bars, because it had karaoke too. So a lot of the time I was there and I still wasn't surrounded by other queer folks. And then I went to finish up my bachelor's degree over on the west side of the state, which, again, didn't have a lot, because I didn't go to one of the big cities. I went to Big Rapids. Again, I stayed in theater. I was around other gay folks, but really, we didn't do pride. It wasn't something that we did. It wasn't something that we sought out, and it wasn't really something that we thought about because we were focused on other things. And so it really wasn't until I moved to Detroit in about 2000, I moved here in 2010, and then about 2011, we decided maybe we'll go to Ferndale Pride. And we ordered some swag, and by this time I had moved away from lesbian, was experimenting in the genderqueer label, maybe tossing in a they in my pronouns. This is the journey of a lot of trans men, as we just kind of take this. We ordered some swag, and our male pirate in our apartment complex stole it. And so we just went to Pride, and I went, this is nice. It's very nice to see all these people around, and all the banks and all the mortgage companies and all the alcohol companies, and I just really didn't connect with it. But then I began to think, well, maybe I just missed it. And when we read Julian Was a Mermaid today, I remember how important it was when I did see queer people when I was young and younger. And so my relationship with Pride is tenuous, and I think what is most important is that we, as a faith community, show up there unrelentingly, that we show up, we have a presence there. Because when I was busy not going to Pride in my 20s, I was busy fighting the government on gay marriage, and I went to a lot of marches, and I went to a lot of protests. And who was at the front line? People in stoles of all denominations. Rainbow stoles, beautiful stoles, people who spoke with such conviction of their faith that I almost forgot that the anti-queer messaging that I had heard had also come from people of faith. And so when people see us out there, when they hear we're from a church and we look like this, they get intrigued and they go, well, maybe there is a place for me. And so when we show up at Pride, we show up in the true spirit of Pride, that brick thrown at Stonewall, that resistance to the powers that be, the people who want us to disappear. Right now, showing up at Pride, despite all the corporatization, despite all the things that could be better about it, it is important because what they want most is for people like me, people like other queer folks in this room, to disappear. So this month, let us show up and show out and continue to be visible so we can maybe be the mermaids that someone sees today. Thank you.
Hello, my gorgeous mermaids. All right, I'm going to need everybody to get your phones out. I'm going to need you to get your phones out for two reasons. One, it's the offertory time, and the QR code is on the back of the script, back of your order of service. But more importantly, you should know what that QR code, what you're donating to. You'd be donating this day if you donated to the Ruth Ellis Center, which is named after a queer crusader Detroiter, and now is a center that helps young queer people in and around the city find hope and solace. It is a mermaid home for those in need. And also, when you donate today, it will be split. We generally split it with our congregation, but I'm so increasingly excited that our congregation means all of us, that the split is going to go to the Belle Isle Picnic. We're going to fund the Belle Isle Picnic, and that's the other reason, which is a multi-congregational. We're even going to have like Troy and Grosse Pointe and all kinds of folks there. Brighton is going to show out. Maybe we'll get some folks from Ann Arbor. And they were the only ones that didn't show up last year. And I'm really excited about it, and I would love it if you all would get out your phones and put September 19th in there right now. September 19th is going to be the day of that picnic. And right now, we're going to fund it, and more importantly, we're going to fund the Ruth Ellis Center for young people who need a place where their mermaid self can be. Thank you. Give generously as you can. There's a QR code on the back, and we're going to pass some baskets.
Uh-oh.
I love our cheerleaders. If you will speak with me the words of dedication which are written on your order of service. To the work of building beloved community within and beyond our walls, we dedicate ourselves and our offerings.
We are all in this together. In this life that we share with its pain and fears and challenges, with its joys and triumphs and celebrations. Let us take pride in who we are in all our glory. And we are glorious, whether we appear flamboyant or whether we appear sedate and maybe just a little bit wild inside. Let us take pride in whatever we have overcome to be who we are in our queerness or our straightness or our in-betweenness or our questioning. Let us take pride in who we are today and who we will be tomorrow, and even who we were yesterday. Let us take pride in all we have learned about ourselves and each other along the way. Let us take pride in the people who have supported us in being and becoming who we are, our true friends, our true families, our communities, our churches, where we are accepted and embraced and nurtured and loved. As we hold each other in our hearts, let's take a moment to be quiet together. We are born to be human, and we are born to love. So may it be. Amen and amen.
Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for months. Pink Pony Club, what an unusual song to sing at a worship service, right? If you caught any of those lyrics about being at a bar, there's a line to the bathroom, you're probably like, what the heck? Why are we singing a song about that? Well, let's talk about it. The Pink Pony Club, written by Chappell Roan, is a metaphor about a safe, liberating space for queer people, and I think anybody who feels not welcome, not able to be their full self. This song has become like kind of a gay anthem in a way. If it recognizes people feel it, and all of a sudden, because as you can feel the choir builds and builds, and you're like, what? What is happening? Because you can feel that excitement. It is definitely a fitting song for a worship service because it is all about how we are supportive and create a space of welcoming together where you can be your full self. Thank you to the choirs who put in time on weekends to come and learn that song. They put in so much effort. It's not an easy song, but they did it. So thank you so much. You made my dream come true. In the last planning meeting for this service, we talked about how this song in particular brings up memories for many of us for the first time we were at our own bricks and mortar place, similar to the place described in the Pink Pony Club. If you're somebody like me who's a couple of decades away from your 20s, then this might have some resonance with you. If you're younger, perhaps you're experiencing a place like this for yourself now. So if you're a little older, like me, perhaps just do walk through memory lane about that first place that resonated with you as your Pink Pony Club. My version of a Pink Pony Club was a bar in Macon, Georgia called Contacts. I don't know, it just still chokes me up, and it's been a long time. This was in 1995. From the outside, you had no idea a bar was there at all. This was what the old days, although I know there are people in here who their coming out years were even earlier than that for me. But at this particular bar, because of where it was, we were in Macon, Georgia after all, it was a bar that somebody had to tell you it was there. I don't know if you have any thoughts about like being, you kind of walk by this place and then somebody has to kind of let you in the know. This was that kind of place. And in fact, the entrance was on the other side, not on the street side. The entrance was in the back. And then you would see a flashing neon that said the word Contacts, but you didn't know what that meant. What does the word Contacts mean? Who knew? I don't think it was in rainbow colors for sure. So somebody like that was that particular bar, Contacts. It was my very first gay bar. I was part of a group of students at Wesleyan College in Macon, Georgia, that over the course of a year together, and over the course of my junior year, I was doing my own kind of coming out process, and then my senior year, we got brave and decided we're going to create a queer student group. Now, this was, again, 1995, and so not the easiest thing to do, but we got together and we started working on it. First, we met like at this little cabin that the college had like out in the woods. You know how it's part of, I think, kind of the coming out process, really. We started way over there, and then we started getting a little bit closer and a little bit closer, and then we finally had our student government meeting and asking for approval, and it took a lot of courage and vulnerability to do this in this place. It was kind of scary. So my friends who I had been working on this with, they had been telling me about contacts. And they were like, come on, you have to go to this thing. I'm like, no. I was pretty hesitant. I was pretty nervous. I had never, ever been to a queer bar before. I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's not for me. And then eventually they said, okay, if this group that we're working on gets approved, then you have to go with us to Contacts. So it was approved. I'm very proud of that. And I kept my end of the agreement and went with them. I was blown away and immediately felt at home, even though all of it was new to me. Contacts had a dance floor on the first level and a drag performance space on the second. I had never seen drag queens before. I came to learn that many drag queens who performed in Atlanta came down to Macon as like another place to perform. So there were actually pretty amazing drag shows. That kind of became my standard because I was just so amazed. But walking into your version of a Pink Pony Club, because I also think of a Pink Pony Club as also a state of mind. It doesn't have to be a particular place. Whether it's a gay bar or a coffee shop or, dare I say, even a UU congregation. Many of our congregations have flags flying everywhere, and they've had it so that feeling of walking in, it's the space where you don't have to explain yourself. You ever thought about that? Like we carry around the ways that we are like always protecting, and then you show up into some space where for even a Sunday, even a couple of hours, you can walk into the space and you can just be you. No explanations, no, people just accept and love you how you are. It's an amazing and very rare experience to have that Pink Pony Club wherever it is. Now, while the song does talk about going somewhere else, and in the song it references Tennessee, and I so appreciated that the choir adapted it to say Michigan, which I love. Many people do relocate their lives because it's hard to live in our world that if you live, especially in really small towns. I've lived in many more rural places where I definitely did not feel free to be who I am. And so sometimes a person has to decide, can I live here? Even though it means, in the song, she talks about having to leave her mama. Mama, I'm going to have to leave you, knowing that sometimes you have to do something that might cause pain to others, and you don't even want to do it. I don't want to leave you, but I have to be me. That is, to me, one of the essences of this song. And you don't necessarily have to go somewhere else physically. What if, because one of our dreams in Unitarian Universalism is, if you happen to be lucky enough to live in a geographic area with the UU Church, not everywhere has one, but if you happen to be lucky enough, then this congregation, our congregations, wherever we are, this is what we aspire to. We aspire to be a tiny little mini West Hollywood where you can walk in and no explanations needed, just be who you are, and we accept you wherever you are on your journey, and we say we love you exactly who you are, how you are today, and how you might be next week. You want to change your pronouns next week? That's great. Tell me what your pronouns are, and I will call you by that. Because it's not about me. That to me is one of the major spiritual practices of Unitarian Universalism is the world doesn't revolve around me. Can we repeat that? The world does not revolve around me. And so when somebody tells you they've changed something about themselves or something is different, your job is to say, hey, that's awesome, and accept them exactly how they are. That is another part of the Pink Pony Club. The song is about defying others' expectations, especially when Roan writes, I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. Sometimes you see yourself somewhere else. It's about authenticity over approval. This won't make Mama proud. It's going to cause a scene, because sometimes the things we do are going to cause a scene. Sometimes being yourself means disappointing loved ones, but it's what you personally need to do. Sometimes there is no other choice, but causing disappointment, causing confusion, trying to help them if you can, but also know each person's journey is their own, while you need to take your step. This song is such a reminder of my early queer days in my 20s, going to the clubs and dancing for hours. I'm not really, people who know me now earlier when the choir was dancing, like, we've never seen you this excited. I'm like, because this is my 20s. I'm so excited. This is the days when I could feel like, wow, this is that space where you can walk in, dance for hours, be who you are, and it just rejuvenates how you experience the world. The song embodies the feeling of being free in a space where you can be yourself. It's really hard to explain this to people who've never had to protect themselves. Now, I know that many of us have many different types of identities, so there may be some kind of identity that maybe you don't share with somebody else. Maybe there's something that you're protecting yourself from. Imagine that there is a space, wherever it is, if it's a physical place or with somebody or some friends, where you can just be who you are. This is another thing that we are also trying to do here. Our UU congregations are supposed to be, we don't always hit the mark, but they are supposed to be, and we hope are, places where boys and girls and gender-expansive people of all kinds can be queens or kings, or another name for royalty we haven't yet imagined, because I don't believe that everything's been already defined. The world is ever expansive. We want our congregations to be like this. Our individual congregations, wherever they are located, aspire to be that. I just want to acknowledge, though, that even though Pride is an amazing, wonderful experience of being free in this space, we also live in the whole world. And right now, the whole world is a discombobulating place to be, because even though here we are celebrating who we are, queers and allies, friends and soon-to-be friends, I hope many of you make friends together, especially when we're on the march and reaching out to people. And yet, about a month ago, this current administration released a strategy statement stating that it would prioritize the, quote, identification and neutralization of violent secular political groups whose ideology is anti-American, radically pro-transgender, and anarchist. Well, guess what? We UUs are radically pro-transgender. Are you radically pro-transgender? Yes. Yes, we are radically pro-transgender. And no statement from any administration is going to change that. They will not make us back down. In addition, last week, Unitarian Universalism was removed as a recognized religion by the Department of Defense. Yeah, they kind of think we don't exist. In case you think we were singled out, because one thing that I think you use, we sometimes have this bad habit of thinking we're exceptional. We're not exceptional because they also removed pagans, humanists, Jains, Native American religious traditions, and many others, including African Methodist Episcopal. So in case you thought you were special, you're not. But we did at least come up that the Department of Defense was like, we're removing you. Out of 200 previous designations, only 31 remain. 22 of them are Christian. The world we are currently living in wants us to shut up and stop being so vocal. It wants us to stop taking to the streets. Because we, Unitarian Universalists, value diversity and religious pluralism, we were included on the list of religions, and I think they can't figure out exactly what to do with us anyway, so we're like, we don't need those people. Friends, that makes me actually even more proud to be a Unitarian Universalist. Does it make you more proud? Yes. Yes, I want us to be known. We are the people who stand up and show up, and every time there is something that says we're going to discriminate against any group of people, we're the ones who are going to show up and say, no, we don't do that. That is against my religious beliefs. Our beliefs and our values show up in the ways we center marginalized voices, the ways we learn and prioritize the intersection of class, race, sexuality, and gender, the ways we show up for each other even when we're afraid. And man, this world has been scary, but we try and show up even when we're afraid. I encourage you to bring somebody else along with you if you're also afraid. We help each other. The ways we say, in the words of Chappell Roan, I'm gonna keep on dancing, no matter what. Nobody can stop us from being, and I'm not saying like being at a place, but being, because the Pink Pony Club, I think, is a state of mind. Nobody can stop us from being Pink Pony Club for each other. Do you believe that? I'm not sure do you believe that? Okay. This year especially, we're going to have to find that place within ourselves and be that for each other and people we have yet to meet. Be your authentic self, even if it disappoints someone else. Get out your dancing shoes, your dancing boots, even when you're tired, because we're going to need each other's Pink Pony Club and keep on dancing. In honor of being, not going to somewhere else, but being Pink Pony Club and being love for yourself and each other, we, the clergy here, are going to offer you a glitter blessing for all who would like to participate. Now, a glitter blessing is a recognition of the sacred beauty inherent in every single person. This glitter blessing is inspired by the writings of Caitlin Cotter Coylberg and is starting to be used more and more in UU congregations across the continent. It is for everyone today, of all genders, sexualities, no matter who you are welcome. It is for you. Glitter has long been a symbol for the LGBTQ movement of gritty, sparkly hope in the face of prejudice and oppression, of joy and pride in the face of hatred and bigotry. Glitter is resilient and tenacious. The briefest beam of sunlight causes it to shine out even in the dustiest and dreariest of spaces, and its beauty actually comes from its brokenness. Glitter sparkles because it is many different broken pieces coming together, changing in every moment as the light changes around you. The glitter that we share today is a reminder that each of us is beautiful in our sacred imperfection, our ever-changing selves, our glorious plurality. It is also biodegradable and non-toxic. What we are using today is a gel-based glitter. So we're not sprinkling anything. And it's applied with a cosmetic sponge or a finger or a little cosmetic, like little toothpick tool. And there will be 4 of us down here. And then you will come down the aisle and then go to whoever's furthest out and just keep on moving. For those in person, because we also know we have people here on Zoom, for those in person, in a moment when I call you forward, you are invited to come up where we will be standing. There will be all 4 of us. Point to where on your face or your hand you would like to receive your glitter blessing. Receive your blessing and then go back to your seat and try to circle around, but we know, things don't always go exactly perfect. That's okay. If you cannot come forward today and wish to receive this blessing, if coming up is challenging for you, then just raise your hand and one of us will come to you. If you are in Zoom, I invite you to write words of blessing into the chat. Maybe something like, "You are glorious just as you are," or "Keep on shining, keep on dancing." And take a moment to bless yourself, a hand over your beating heart, reminding yourself you are made of star stuff and you shine with love. And now, hold on. Okay, I was waiting to see what Julie was doing. And I'm realizing that I did not ask our musicians, but if you could riff on some music while we do our glitter blessing, and everyone is now welcome to come up. she's.
May you be
Hold on,
blessed.
hold on. Wait. Hold on. Okay. I invite you to pause with me as we come to the close of this ritual. Look around at all the beautiful, shining faces that surround you, at the amazing light that is our blessed bodies gathered in this sanctuary space together and online. Every body in this sanctuary and on Zoom and beyond is a holy thing. Every person a sacred being made of stardust. Take a moment now just to marvel at how extra glittery you and we are today. How fabulous you and we are. And now, Julie, can you do it?
I just want to express gratitude for every single human who showed up today. In this sanctuary, we have had breastfeeding mothers and neurodivergent kids running around, and I am so glad that we have room for everyone to show up and be how they need to be in space. Thank you for contributing to that. It feels like we truly are answering the call of love. Would you like to sing about it? Rise in body and or spirit and join me in singing hymn number 1014, Answering the Call of Love.
The promise of the Spirit, faith, hope, and love abide. And so every soul is blessed and made whole. The truth in our hearts is our guide. We are answering the call of love. Hands joined together and hearts beat as one. Emboldened by faith, we dare to proclaim we are answering the call of love. Sometimes we build a barrier to keep love tightly bound, corrupted by fear, unwilling to hear, denying the beauty we found. We are answering the call of love. Hands joined together and united as one, emboldened by faith, we dare to proclaim we are answering the call of love. A bright new day is dawning, where love will not divide. Reflections of grace in every embrace, fulfilling the vision divine. We are answering the call of love. Hands joined together as feet as one, emboldened by faith, we dare to proclaim we are answering the call of love. We are answering the call of
Stay on your feet, stay on your feet, stay on your feet, and turn toward one another. Turn toward one another. This is the time in our service where we see everyone who has shown up to be an embodied spirit, encapsulating our values here in this space. If it makes you comfortable, you can reach out and hold hands with the person next to you. You can put your hand on your heart to let people know that that's not a thing that you would like at this time. But look at one another. And as soon as Abby gets the words up on the screen, we're going to sing. It's not happening. Okay, it's really complicated. It's we are whole, we are holy, we are holding one another. We are whole, we are holy, we are holding one another. We are whole, we are holy, we are holding one another. There you go, buddy.
Please repeat after me. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of hope. The warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
We are whole, we are holy, we are holding one another.
You know, it's a core tenet of Unitarian Universalism. I love it when the choir is here.
One another.
You know, it is a core tenet of Unitarian Universalism that every single human being has worth and dignity. We carry it like a bedrock in our systems. But it's an entirely different thing to believe that than to experience it out in the world. The bedrock of worth that those of us who are raised in this faith carry with us need topsoil on that bedrock. We need a garden. We need a place of sunlight and water where it can flourish. We need to go to sanctuaries away from the demands of daily life and the scrutiny of our own self-worth, and not just be told that we have worth and dignity, but experience it in the eyes and actions of our beloved community, and experience it in the experience we have with that which gives us worth, however it presents itself to us, a place where we can bring that into ourselves and encapsulate all of who we are and know that it is loved and it is good, and so are we. Let us keep building these places. Let us dance at clubs and light our chalices and bring our signs. They're at the back. You should pick them up. There's a bus that's going to be out here in a minute. If you want to get on a bus and go to Pride and tell everyone what it means to be a faith and a community that knows what worth means and shows it out loud, get on that bus. If you are more able-bodied and you want to go on Detroit Public Transit, follow this man. Joel, can you raise your hand? Joel is going to be taking everyone up to Woodward to ride the Q line that can't fit on the bus. So follow Joel. He won't lead you astray. Follow your spirits towards what is righteous and just and whole and connective, and sing about it.
We are whole. We are holy. We are holding one another. We are whole. We are holy. We are holding one another.
Go in peace, return in love, get on a bus, make some noise, show up and show out. Let's show them we're here, you youth!